Welcome to Clean Cooking with Candace. Today we are going to be making a very quick Instapot Enchilada Casserole. There is nothing I love more than being able to come home from work, wash my face while dinner cooks itself. So whenever you get home, you've got plenty of time to mix up your favorite mocktail, cocktail, pour your favorite glass of wine, your Coke, whatever your beverage of choice is to help you unwind and relax from the day. And then you've got time to put on your jammies, wash your face, and then you get to sit down, curl up with a big, yummy bowl of enchilada casserole. So we are gonna start off really simply by adding in all of the ingredients. This is a great just dump it and let it go meal, so I love that. First, we're going to put in a cup of our uncooked quinoa. That is going to be our healthy grains for this meal. And then we're gonna pop in a can of diced tomatoes. And that's another thing I really love about this is all you gotta kind of do is open up a couple of cans and throw in some veggies and we're good to go. A can of diced green chilies that goes in after that. Next, we have half of a red onion diced up, and I didn't even have to dice this up today. I diced it on for my meal prep on Sunday, and I happened to have some left over, so I just knew I was gonna need it later in the week. So voila, it's already done. We're gonna do about half a cup to a cup of corn. Honestly, I'm out of corn and that's all I've got, so that's what I'm gonna use today. Normally, I would put in the entire cup of corn. And then also some black beans, just 1 can if you're using canned on those. I also had some red kidney beans in the refrigerator from a leftover Cobb salad that we had over the weekend and just dump those in there. That's how forgiving this lovely dinner is and super simple. So we're gonna move on to our spices next. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. I used to hate cumin and now it's in almost every recipe I make. And about 1/4 teaspoon of salt or just a couple of little spins of your shaker there. And then we're gonna top it all off with 2 cups of veggie broth, just right in there. And then we are just gonna mix that up really nice. It looks super liquidy like a soup, but don't worry. That quinoa, when it cooks, is going to soak up all of those juices and get them yummy in your tummy. And once everything is in our Instapot liner, we are simply just gonna pop it into the Instapot and we're gonna go to the pressure setting and it's gonna be for just 1 minute. So in about 15 to 20 minutes, it will actually start cooking because it will take 15 to 20 minutes to come up to pressure and then 1 minute to cook and then wait for 15 minutes and allow the pressure to naturally release. And then we will open it up and add in our enchilada sauce and any other toppings that you might like. So, see you in just a minute. Another really great thing about this recipe is that you can treat it almost like a slow cooker meal. So you can either prepare it the night before or before you head out in the morning for work or your errands for the day. And then whenever you get home, just go to the fridge, pull it out, pop it in the Instapot, and let it do the cooking for you. That is my favorite kind of recipe, especially after a hectic day where I honestly just don't want to do shit and I am just done. So, any of you feel like that? I bet you do. So let this recipe help you out.
Time for the big reveal. Look how steamy and yummy this enchiladas look. Oh my God, we're gonna add about 1.5 to 2 cups of homemade enchilada sauce. Check out my reel that I made earlier this week for the recipe for that. It is delicious and you won't regret it. And just stir it all in really yummy yum like. And now that our quinoa enchilada is all ready to go, we are going to start chopping up our toppings. And I love to start with a purple cabbage and slice it super duper thin. And then after my cabbage, oh my God, I found this fresh corn on the cob. Oh, you don't even have to cook it. Just cut it off the cob and scoot that shit over and let's eat. Fresh tomato from my mom's garden. She has the best green thumb of anyone I have ever met. She's just incredible. So we got our fresh tomatoes sliced up, and after we finish slicing that up really yummy, we're gonna grab our avocado. Oh my God, avocado has so many healthy, yummy fats in it. Just eat it up, makes everything creamier. And shredded carrots and some homemade chips, and we are good to go.
Okay, let's see if this enchilada quinoa Instapot recipe is gonna be any good. I'm gonna be honest, you notice, wardrobe change. I was so hungry yesterday and it was time for dinner that whenever it was done, I completely forgot that I was making a video, so I had to remake another batch today. So I'm hoping, and it's delicious. So I'm actually gonna eat it for like 2 or 3 days in a row now. So go us. So all we gotta do, you saw me pour in our homemade enchilada sauce, which is so easy and so yummy. Check out my little short reel on how to make that. And after that's all mixed up, we're just gonna throw some of this quinoa enchilada bake or Instapot casserole into a beautiful bowl, and now we get all the fun stuff, all of our toppings. So I have some purple onion to sprinkle on there, and I kind of treat it like I would think of treating nachos. So if you want to make a queso, pour some queso on there, or pick up some vegan cheese from the store. You do you. I personally try not to eat the vegan cheese that often, but if we have people over, then then I'll bring some into the house, we'll eat it, it's gone, and then I'll buy more the next time people come over. So we're adding some fresh tomatoes to this, and then I found some corn, some fresh corn still on the cob in the fridge. So I literally just cut that right from the cob and using that, and then some shredded purple cabbage, which is so yummy for us and healthy. I try to take out like the big, huge pieces because I personally just don't find them that tasty. And then some fresh carrots, and scoop out some beautiful avocado. Forgot to grab my spoon, so this fork will have to work for today. And then just pop that right in there and dig a little bit more out, because why not? I love avocado. And then we made some homemade tortilla chips, and just listen. You hear that? Oh my God, that crunch is so fantastic. So I'm just gonna pop those in here in my bowl. And I don't know, yesterday I did like this sunflower take with all the tortilla chips laid around my bowl, and that just made me happy. So you do whatever makes you happy. And then as far as the sauce goes, use salsa or maybe your favorite hot sauce like Cholula or something like that. But otherwise, you are done and ready to eat, and you have your fresh quinoa Instapot casserole. So I hope you enjoy, like and subscribe, and don't forget, eating plant-based doesn't have to be super complicated. It can be just as easy as throwing something in your Instapot for literally 1 minute cook time and having a few things already pre-chopped, and you can have dinner on the table in 5 minutes. So like and subscribe. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching Clean Cooking with Candace. See ya.